Welcome to the Wealth Pocket. They told you the rich work harder. They said success is about effort. Long hours, early mornings, late nights. That lie kept you busy. Busy people don't ask dangerous questions. Because if hard work created wealth, the poorest people would be millionaires. Construction workers, nurses, drivers, cleaners, they work until their bodies break. Yet wealth never arrives. So here's the truth they avoid saying. The rich don't work harder. They leave the game earlier. Hard work is a delay mechanism. Hard work is not a wealth strategy. It's a stall tactic. The system doesn't reward effort. It rewards position. You were trained to believe. More hours equals more value. Loyalty equals security. Patience equals success. But patience is only useful if the game is fair. And it isn't. Hard work keeps you tired enough not to think. Grateful enough not to rebel. Busy enough not to escape. The longer you work hard inside the system, the deeper you sink into it. Time is the real prison. The poor sell time. The middle class trade time for stability. The rich escape time entirely. Every hour you trade for money, you lose leverage. You lose optionality. You lose exits. The rich understand one thing early. If your income requires your presence, you're replaceable. So they don't ask, how can I work harder? They ask, how do I stop being required? That's the exit. The early exit mindset. The rich don't plan careers. They plan escapes. They don't optimize resumes. They optimize ownership. They don't seek promotions. They seek control. They understand. Jobs expire. Industries collapse. Loyalty is disposable. So they exit before decay sets in. Before burnout. Before automation. Before relevance disappears. Most people wait until pain forces them to move. The rich move before pain arrives. Why hard workers lose? Hard workers are dangerous, but controlled. They follow rules, meet deadlines, ask permission, which makes them valuable employees. And terrible owners. Hard work conditions obedience. Ownership requires risk, discomfort, uncertainty, disobedience. That's why hard workers often fail at wealth. They were trained to survive systems, not leave them. Leverage is the difference. Wealth is built with leverage. Capital, code, media, systems. Hard work without leverage multiplies nothing. One man working 80 hours builds exhaustion. One system working 24/7 builds wealth. The rich don't push harder. They pull leverage. And leverage doesn't ask for permission. Why the exit feels illegal. Leaving early feels wrong because you were trained to wait. You were told, it's not time yet. You were promised future rewards. But the future reward never comes. Because the reward was never real. The system doesn't want you wealthy. It wants you functional. Functional people pay taxes. Wealthy people control outcomes. So exiting early feels like betrayal. It is. The cost of staying too long. The longer you stay, the more responsibilities trap you. The more fear replaces courage. The harder exiting becomes. Mortgages, families, reputation, lifestyle. The system stacks weight on you, slowly. Not to crush you, to anchor you. The rich leave while they're still light. Final truth. The rich don't work harder. They refuse longer. They refuse endless preparation, permission-based progress, comfort disguised as safety. They exit early because they understand this. Staying is more dangerous than failing. If you're still working harder hoping it pays off, you're not behind, you're just still inside. And exits don't appear to those who wait. They appear to those who stop obeying. Observation. You were told wealth is created through effort. Data does not support this claim. High effort correlates with fatigue. Not ownership. Not leverage. Not control. Conclusion. Hard work is not a wealth generator. It is a containment mechanism. Effort does not scale. Human labor is linear. 1 hour equals 1 unit. 2 hours equals 2 units. Linear systems cannot produce exponential outcomes. Wealth requires nonlinear growth. Hard work increases output. But output without ownership increases dependency. Most workers optimize effort. Few optimize exits. The system rewards reliability, not independence. Hard work is behavioral control. Hard work produces compliance. Compliance produces predictability. Predictable humans are manageable. The system prefers humans who show up on time, follow procedures, wait for instructions, These traits improve efficiency. They do not improve autonomy. Hard work reduces questioning. Fatigue suppresses analysis. This is not accidental. Time is the primary cost. Time is finite. Money is not. Humans who trade time for income accept a permanent ceiling. If income stops when presence stops, income is fragile. Fragile income requires constant maintenance. Constant maintenance eliminates exit capacity. The wealthy remove themselves from time dependency. They do not increase hours. They reduce necessity. Exit thinking versus career thinking. Most humans plan careers. Careers assume long participation. Long participation increases exposure to burnout, obsolescence, replacement. Wealth builders plan exits. An exit requires ownership, leverage, detachment from labor. The earlier the exit is planned, the lower the required force. Late exits require disruption. Early exits require clarity. Why hard workers fail at wealth. Hard workers are optimized for survival within systems. They are trained to follow rules, minimize risk, seek approval. Wealth creation requires rule bending, risk tolerance, decision authority. These behaviors conflict. A human optimized for obedience will struggle with ownership. This is not a flaw. It is conditioning. Leverage versus exertion. Leverage multiplies output without multiplying effort. Types of leverage include capital, systems, automation, media. Exertion multiplies fatigue only. One leveraged action can outperform 10,000 hours of labor. The wealthy seek multiplication, not endurance. Endurance benefits the system. Multiplication benefits the owner. Why exiting feels wrong. Exiting early creates discomfort. This discomfort is social, not logical. You were trained to associate. Staying with virtue. Leaving with irresponsibility. These associations protect institutions. Institutions require participants. Participants require belief. Belief is maintained through repetition. Exiting interrupts repetition. Therefore, exiting is discouraged. The cost of delay. Delay increases load. Load includes financial obligations, social expectations, identity attachment. Each year of delay reduces mobility. Mobility loss increases fear. Fear increases compliance. The wealthy exit before load accumulation. Not because they are brave. Because they are early. Final output. Summary. The rich do not work harder. They disengage sooner. They do not exhaust themselves proving value. They remove themselves from valuation. Hard work sustains systems. Exits undermine them. If you are still increasing effort, you are not failing. You are still participating. Participation is not ownership. System complete. Claim detected. Wealth is produced by effort. Data review. High effort correlates with exhaustion, not ownership. Conclusion. Hard work is not a wealth mechanism. It is a containment protocol. Effort does not scale. Human labor is linear. 1 hour produces 1 unit. Linear systems cannot compound. Wealth requires nonlinear output. Hard work increases activity. It does not increase control. Control produces leverage. Leverage produces exits. Most humans optimize effort. Few optimize departure. Hard work as behavioral control. Hard work increases compliance. Compliance increases predictability. Predictable humans are manageable. Fatigue reduces questioning. Routine suppresses deviation. This stabilizes systems. The system does not reward independence. It rewards reliability. Reliability maintains the structure. Ownership threatens it. Time dependency. If income requires presence, income is fragile. Fragile income requires constant maintenance. Maintenance eliminates mobility. Mobility enables exits. The wealthy remove time dependency. They do not add hours. They remove necessity. Selling time creates ceilings. Ceilings block escape. Exit logic. Most humans plan careers. Careers assume permanence. Permanence increases exposure. Burnout. Replacement. Irrelevance. The wealthy plan exits. An exit requires ownership, leverage, detachment. Early exits require clarity. Late exits require collapse. The wealthy exit before pressure accumulates. Final output. Summary. The rich do not work harder. They disengage earlier. Hard work sustains systems. Exits undermine them. If you are increasing effort, you are still participating. Participation is not ownership. System terminated.